Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm bringing to you a 2022 Chevrolet Tahoe, and this one is really beautiful. Has a dark blue, blackout wheels, looks amazing. It is available here at Fitzgerald Auto Mall. Be sure to give them a look up if you are in the market. Let's go ahead and start with the window sticker, then I'm going to show you guys around the exterior. So check out the window sticker here. This is a 2022 Tahoe 4-wheel drive LT, midnight blue with jet black interior, and then here's the powertrain. 10-speed transmission, and then here's just a short listing of your standard equipment. Be sure to pause if you'd like to see more. And then here's your base price before options and destination, $59,000. And really the only option on this Tahoe are these expensive wheels at $3,195, but they are really nice. You do have some credits back to you, about $150 worth. And then with destination at $1,695, you have a total price of $63,740. And then here's some of your fuel economy. Now, as far as the front end goes, you do have LED headlights and an LED accent light with a turn signal too. And it's really nice design, very like aggressive styling. Looks like you have an open slot here. Looks like some air can run through there. And black and chrome on the grille. I would like to see that bow tie blacked out. I would have definitely opted for that. You do have some parking sensors all up front. There aren't any on the side. And it's a nice tasteful design. Not too much chrome, but it does look pretty good with the blackout too. And then check out the hood. And they do give you a shark fin right there. Alright, so here's the $3,200 wheels. These are 22-inch. They also have black lug nuts too. And they are wrapped in a Bridgestone tire with a tire size of 275/50/22. And you are going to have an independent front suspension. And you can see where the air does come through right here. The black and chrome does look good on this blue. And you can see that they do not connect the mirrors too, so air can kind of run through here. I believe this helps with wind noise too. Really do like those 22-inch wheels. Has like a 6-spoke design with 12 spokes in total. And as far as the mirrors go, I don't see that you have a blind spot monitoring on these. Now, as far as your key system goes, you do have a smart key system, and you do have a button to lock and unlock on the front and the back doors too. Fixed running board down below. And really do like the overall styling of this Tahoe. Now check out the back too, and the tail lights, they do spell out Chevrolet right here. And these are going to be a mix between incandescent bulbs and LED accent lights too. And you can see out back too, you do have a smoked out high mount center light. They do hide that windshield wiper, which really does help with the back of this too. A little bit of chrome accents, painted bumpers, and a little bit of black plastic down below. You can see you have parking sensors just out back. And backup camera. Let's see what they have down below. So they do have a button right here that does open this top glass. Pretty neat. I would like to see them maybe put like a piece here that you can push down on, so you don't get a bunch of fingerprints on your glass. If you want to open up the entire rear, there's a button down below. They do hide your Class 4 receiving hitch down below. I figure I can go ahead and show you the back here. They do provide a little bit of storage down below. All this is finished in hard plastics. I prefer this to be fabric or like a rubberized because plastic seems to get really scratched up. So that's something I always like to see. They do provide a power outlet out back. And then some hooks to tie things down. And if you want to put that tailgate down, the button's right here. Man, really do like the overall styling. And let me just show you the back of the tires too. They're pretty wide. There is an availability for air suspension. I'm not going to say that it's available for the LT. You may have to go to a higher trim level for that. But on the running boards, the trim around the windows, and on the roof rail up top here, you have that chrome. And there is no sunroof up top. And I wouldn't even call this piece up here chrome. This looks more like a polished aluminum, but this is definitely chrome here. So let's go ahead and take a look under the hood now. So as you saw on the window sticker, you do have a 5.3 liter V8, and this is going to be good for 355 horsepower, 383 pound-feet of torque, and it is mated to a 10-speed transmission. So that should keep you at a pretty good RPM going down the highway. 20 on the highway is about what they're saying you can get, 15 in the city. So I would figure 16 is the average what you're going to probably see in reality for something like this. But overall, this is an old powertrain. They've been using this for a long time. I would definitely get the diesel option. You get a lot more torque, and you can definitely get better fuel economy getting that option. I always thought that the previous generation Chevy Tahoe and Suburban had a really nice interior, and this one trumps that one. Everything looks really, really upscale. This is an LT model, and it just looks really, really, really nice. You have a nice wood trim piece. It's just an accent, it's not real wood, but you do have like this brushed aluminum look around the interior. Here's all your controls for your doors and your windows. You have seat memories too. A little bit of storage inside the doors, cup holder for a water bottle, Bose sound system. This is going to be for your off-road and your driving modes. Your lights for your instrument cluster lighting. And you do have an electronic parking brake, and then here's some of your driving features here for like lane keep assist, traction control, parking sensors, auto stop start, and then this is going to control the plugs inside of here too. So you do have a full screen for your gauge cluster, and then you do have a manually adjusted steering wheel. It's like a handle right there. But like, look how nice this interior is. Nothing's even lit up yet. It just looks really good. This is what I'm hoping to see inside of the new Silverados and HDs specifically. Like, this is awesome. As far as this system goes here, this shows you some of your fuel economy, like a drive summary is what they really call it. Then you have a trip 1 and a 2, timer, tire pressure, driver assistance, oil life, brake pad life, air filter life, and this is just blank. And then you have info page options, and then speed, and it takes you back to the drive summary. So if you hit the arrows left to right, you have your audio. So you can select that inside of this screen. You also have your compass for your navigation. If you have a phone selected in here, it's showing that area. And then you can change display layout, left side, right side, lower gauges, all that good stuff. Really, really nice. This is really nice for what I've seen in the past from Chevy. And I hope that they add this really quickly to the HDs. Now let's look at this screen here. So let's go ahead and hit OK. Let's just let's stay in demo mode, and let's go to Maps. So this looks like it has Google Maps. So this is something new for 2022. Now let's see. This is, I'm really digging this. I really like this. So let's see if we can make this work. Hold on. So go to settings, turn on, done. Well, you guys can see everything. Yeah, it's really nice. Alrighty, so you do have a spot here for like a trailer. So if you do plan on towing, this has like a trailer light test. Down below there, you have for your Bluetooth. You just saw your maps. You have your audio. And then this is just a, looks to be like a home page right there. Like the overall setup of this, very quick. You can choose your climate on here too. And they put a leather wrap piece just below the screen, so you can kind of rest your hand here. Really nice. Has rain sensing wipers too, by the way. And let's just keep moving on. I was going to show you one last thing. So here's everything else. See, it has Wi-Fi, all that good stuff. A lot of things you can do. Your cameras are in here. Just has a backup camera, and it does have a line if you need to center it with your trailer coupler. Now, this has been a little controversial. In the comment section, if you own one, do you like it? Do you love it? Hate it? Whatever. If you want to put it in reverse, you have to pull it up. Neutral is going to be push, and then you have to pull up for drive. And then if you want to shift it manually, you can push that button too. I like this because you know that it's in gear, because you push the button, it lights up. It's just really nice. It's in line of sight too, so you know what's going on. Now if you were to be in reverse, that electronic parking brake will come on for you. So that is a nice safety feature too, because sometimes when your brain's full, you have kids screaming, whatever, that's a nice safety feature to have. I believe you can disable that though, so I would recommend you not do that. Now, just below the screen, you do have your audio right here. And if you hit home here, it will take you to a home screen above too. You have your climate, it's dual climate control. You probably have 3 zones since you have a rear 2 for climate. And then you have your heated seats. Now keep in mind, these don't work because of the chip shortage. And then you can control that rear climate as I showed you. It does come up here on the screen too. And you have 2 USBs. You have a Type A, Type C, and then you have just a regular power plug. It looks like you have a charging station down below for your phone. But nevertheless, you do have 2 cup holders. I do have my cup inside of there. And a spot up top if you want to put your phone. Fits perfectly too. And then you have 2 more USBs. You have deep storage inside of this area. And let's just move up top. You do have home link, and you can change how high you want that tailgate to go up. So if you do live in an area where the garage is lower, you can have it open 3/4 of the way, or you can just turn it off completely. You can control the interior lights, home link. You do have LED lights inside the interior. As far as your vanity goes, they do give you a mirror plus some lights. And they have that warm color light too, which is a lot better for seeing your face perfectly. And then on the side of the screen, you have a small storage. It's like finished in Velcro. And then your caution lights. And then here's the other side for your glove box. And the interior looks pretty much the same on this side too. Power windows, power door locks, all on that side too. Everything's finished perfectly, like in a soft touch, and it just looks nice and feels nice to your hands. Out back, you do have a nice door card. And one thing I didn't mention too, you do have a black roof, LED lights throughout the rear too, as you can see there. And they do put the vents on the roof, and that's how you can control it back in the rear. They do give you 2 USBs. These are both Type A's, and then you have a power plug down below too. Now these seats are really easy to use because they show you exactly what they do right here. So if you want to fold it, you can pull it twice. And there you go. Very easy. Want to drop it back down, pull it back up. There you go. It does drop down the headrest for you too. If you want to slide it, you have that option too. So if you have a kid in a car seat, you can get them a little bit closer to you if you want to feed them some food or something like that. Now these seats do recline quite a bit too. Check that out. It's really nice. So you can get a captain's chair in the second row. If you have a big family, obviously this will seat 8 passengers, so just keep that in mind. And let me just show you guys the third row seat, and let's just take it for a quick drive. So here is the third row. It is a 60/40 bench too, and like I said, this is an 8 passenger. They do give you a cup holder and a spot for something to put. You do have a USB on this side, actually on both sides really. Now as far as these seats go, I don't think they recline. Let's see, I could be wrong. I don't see a place where you could do that back here. So these seats might be a little bit more fixed. So hey, if your kid watches, definitely get the second row. Getting in and out of this third row seat is very, very, very easy. I'm 6'1", and just climbing back and forth, it's really easy. Your floor out back is not too high too, because sometimes when you're sitting, like your legs are like this in the back seat, but in this SUV it doesn't feel that way. It seems like they give you a lot of space. Maybe if I were to put this seat down, just to kind of give you perspective. I mean, this seat is, you know, up some, but you can definitely, you know, see that you can get pretty comfortable. If you want to scoot all the way back, I have more than enough space here. And you can just pull this little guy if you want to get out. Now, you cannot recline these seats. I just tried, but they're easy to drop down. Actually, this one's gonna be a little bit better because I have that seat reclined a little bit, but tons of space back here with that third row seat up. All right, so let's go ahead and take this for a quick drive. Let's see how well this thing can turn. Oh yeah, this thing's really nimble. It is raining a little bit, which is actually good too. So just maneuvering this thing around, the steering is definitely nice and loose at lower speeds. It's definitely stiffer than what I've felt on other vehicles, but I feel like it has a nice feel going around a parking lot. You don't need two hands. Oh yeah. Mirrors are nice and big too. I do notice that sometimes the mirrors on some of the Chevys sit a little bit lower than what I like. These are a little bit bigger in their design, so they give you a little bit more view. If you look out back, I did leave that third row seat up, but if you are looking out that rearview mirror, you can clearly see out that back glass. The pillars out back are kind of big, but it's not too bad. This really floats over the bumps too. I don't know. I think that I would still prefer to have that air suspension, because air suspension is just always going to give you a better feel on the road personally. I love the way the turn signals sound. Oh yeah. That 5.3 is strong. I mean, you have a lot of power. I think I drove one of these a long time ago, and I got pretty good fuel economy out of one. I think it was like 18. I don't think I showed the drive part of it because it was really bad. But I drove these back, I believe it was 2020 or 2019, whenever they redesigned this thing. And it does have really good on-the-road manners. It feels like a mid-sized SUV now. They don't feel like big, bulky SUVs like they did in the past. The stop-start system works okay. You can kind of feel a little bit of a delay. It's laggy. I prefer there to be a very like good transition. Whenever I drive a car that I'm not used to, because I'm definitely not used to these types of SUVs, I always like to see, okay, where's my audio? Where's my climate? How hard or easy is it to find the buttons? And inside of here, it's really easy to find the audio, the climate, your heated seats. Everything's just in the right spots. Even with your screen, like it's just easy to do. If like you're kind of stuck, you can always hit that home button there, and you have a few areas here that you can use. So if you need to get somewhere, I just think that it's pretty easy to use this system if you're not used to it. So here's just a little bit of acceleration. Not bad. Not bad at all. Transmission is smooth. I felt a little bit of a shift from that acceleration, but that's to be expected when you're hard accelerating and then you lay off the throttle, because it's looking for the right gear for you. So sometimes you feel like a little bit of a jolt, but you don't feel the transmission shifting when you're just under normal driving. It's so smooth. It's like buttery smooth. I drove a Wagoneer that had air suspension, and I almost would say that this is up there with that. Like it's pretty close. I don't normally do a lot of drives in the rain, but the wind wipers actually do cover a lot of the glass for you too. I feel like the transmission was a little busy right there. It seemed like it didn't know where it needed to be at in terms of the gear, but as you drive these things, they do learn your driving habits. But yeah, overall, this is a very, very good SUV. It is no surprise to me that this is still, considered #1 in the marketplace, in my opinion. I think that Ford Expedition, the Toyota Sequoia is a really good option out there. But when you really think about it, the Tahoe is just that great option. It's reliable. It's been that way for a while. I mean, every once in a while you have a couple bad model years, but for the most part, these are really good options if you need a full-size SUV to tow or to haul around a lot of people. If you do plan on towing with the Tahoe, here is some important information for your SUV, so be sure to pause it. But this is showing you can tow up to 7,700 pounds with a 770-pound max tongue weight, and it has a 1,682-pound payload capacity. But hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys soon.